Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sandbox Media Gamercast. Today's upload is going to be about Kickstarter games that sometimes turn out well, sometimes don't turn out well.
Yeah,
And
it just come up that the Kickstarter for Unsung Story, the developer Playdek, has bailed on the game after raising $660,000.
it's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. So I would guess that money's just gone, that those people that donated that money to Playdek have just lost that money. Now, I guess the one good news is the game's not completely dead. They've passed it on to Little Orbit to develop it now. But it's just the fact that the company that made the promise to begin with has completely we're not going to make it now. And we just basically took your money.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't say anything about refunds. They may be refunding the money, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I would hope that they would, but I mean, I doubt it. I'm with you. It's unfortunate because it's like you can almost, me or you or anybody out there on the street could come up with a cool idea for a game and then put a website together for like $20, $30. Then they make it look nice and all of that jazz, and then they share it. And then what if it catches traction? People will donate just like that. Somebody can make that up and have no idea what they're doing in terms of coding or how to make a game, what kind of engine to use.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of work, and I feel like that's sort of the problem with games that get canceled on Kickstarter or any sort of fan-funded project for that matter, is people just don't realize how much work goes into it.
Yeah. A lot of these games, they get traction because they're games for like nostalgia factors. They're games that these companies want to make for the fans that have been asking for them. So the best way they feel to do it is just to start a Kickstarter. But if it's a troubled development and they start to lose money, then they're going to bail on it. And it's not good for the people. Some of these games have made like millions of dollars off Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And, have failed.
Yeah.
And there's good stories too. I mean, there's games like Wasteland 2 that have come out and done well. But I mean, a lot of times they don't do well.
Yeah, more often than not, I'd say that they probably fail. I mean,
I think I seen something, they said like only a third of Kickstarters actually go through.
That sounds about right to me. I mean, I figured it would be a low number. And actually, I want to bring up something that is interesting to me, I guess. And it ties into this topic. Obviously, if you watch our show at all or know me, like, you know that I'm a big Call of Duty fan. I talk about it almost every video somehow.
Yeah.
I somehow sneak it into videos. But what happened was I was a big fan of FaZe Clan, which is like a sniping team, whatever. And they announced in like 2014, 2015 sometime that they were partnering with a development studio to make a game. And they got about $20,000 from people, and like it just kept being promised it's going to release at this time, it's going to release at this time, it's going to release at this time, just give us more time. It still is not released. And the funny thing about it is the game, you can still go and pre-order it or buy it on their website right now.
Really?
Yeah. And like there's nobody mentions it, and I don't mean to throw shade at those guys, because I mean I do really think that most of them are good people, but it's just, you have a certain responsibility to your fans and to people that monetarily back you with their money, and especially because most of these people are kids. They're not like me and you and have full-time jobs. Like, $20 to them donating it to a game, that's a big deal.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And to see a lack of like responsibility there on FaZe Clan's part for not coming out and saying, hey guys, sorry, we didn't realize how much work was going to go into this, how hard it was to develop a game. We messed up. Sorry. I mean, I haven't seen any of that from any of the people involved in FaZe, which it's disappointing because, like I said, I think most of those guys are good people, but it's just I just hate to see that for the kids that donated money hoping to get a product,
Right.
And it just fell through. I just hate that for them.
I'm guessing that was probably a shooter.
It was called StarNet Eclipse. That was the name of the game. You can Google it. You can go to the website. It's still active right now. And it looks really cool. I mean, it does look like a neat game, and the idea behind it is you were going to be able to play as the members of the clan. That was like the original idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the developer was going to develop the game to where you could play as your FaZe Temper, who is like the leader of the clan, and like all these personalities. So that was sort of what sold the game for a lot of people, and It's just like I said, unfortunate that it didn't happen, and that's just one example. I mean, I hate to call people out, like,
are they still trying to
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, the last thing that happened that I saw was like probably last September, so almost a year now that they even talked about it. And the only reason they mentioned any of it was because some news article came out, basically shedding light on this situation, and then a few members of the team, made some videos about it, saying that they weren't trying to scam people and this, that, and the other, but. Like I said, I'm not going to get in the middle of it. I don't mean to throw shade or anything, but it's just I feel like they at least should own up to their mistake at this point, because it's obviously a mistake. It was promised 2 years ago. I mean, guys, come on, like just say it was a mistake. Like at this point, nobody's going to care. Just own it.
It's something that happens a lot. And those, how much money did you say they made? 20,000.
$20,000 was what was raised for the game. And I don't know. I don't know what they did with it, but
it's kind of on the low end for a game.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, for this, what started this topic, $660,000. That's a lot of money.
It's Kickstarters. I think you're going to see fewer of them.
Yeah.
I think Kickstarters are going out, and honestly, for good reason. I mean, if these companies cannot capitalize on the money that people are donating to them like they're supposed to,
there should be Kickstarter should step in and at the very minimum, like, have like a refund clause, like saying if you do not release this product like you said and you meet your goal, your funding goal, you have to refund that money.
Right.
Like, you just have to. Yeah. It's just being a good company and being a good person.
Yeah.
If you
definitely.
do that.
Even you owe to your fans at least that much.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
On that. So we'd love to hear what you guys think about this topic. Just let us know in the comments below and share it with your friends. And other than that, I have nothing else to say other than have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yep. Peace out.